Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Fight Night 4 and our main event of the evening. Tonight, from the Sportsman's Lodge, Lights Out Promotions and Association with Bash Entertainment present 3 rounds of MMA action at 175 pounds. Tonight's fight is sponsored by Bash Credit Financial. The judges for tonight's fight are the Honorable Judo Gene Lavelle, Mike Bray, and Ron McCarthy. Now, in the blue corner, wearing red, white, and blue, he weighed at 173.6 pounds. He stands 6'2". From San Bernardino, California, he's fighting for CSW and NOC fight team with a record of 8-2. Welcome, Curtis Millender! And in the red corner, wearing black, weighing in at 175 pounds, he stands 5'10". From Sun Valley, California, and fighting for John Bacasano and the House of Champions, with a record of 7-3. I give you on time, Eddie Mendez! Giving instructions, Mike Bell.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Main event of the evening here at Fight Night 4 at the Sportsman's Lodge, brought to you by Lights Out Promotions and Bash Boxing. This fight brought to you by our main sponsor, Pain 3, Pain Away. Curtis Millender and Eddie Mendez underway. Mendez starts off with a 1-2. Lands a nice right hand to the side of Millender, and then in, pushing Millender up against the cage. Millender with a nice knee, but Mendez pushing him back. Millender works off the cage, but still tangled up in a body lock. Or over-under here that Mendez refuses to give up on. Millender again with his back up against the cage. A little bit of the grind here from Eddie Mendez as Millender looks to work free. Referee Mike Bell doesn't see enough action, so he calls a stop. Brings him to the center of the cage, and Millender starts off with a nice jab. Mendez plods forward and misses with one of his own. Trading dueling kicks, leg kicks. Millender looks for a 1-2 and misses. Both fighters miss with jabs as the crowd goes crazy. I am joined in my commentary booth by fight promoter George Basmajian, owner of Lights Out Promotions. George, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Jonathan?
Very well. We are in the middle of round 1 here. Eddie Mendez and Curtis Millender. How you got this one so far?
I actually was doing another interview, so you tell me. I haven't been watching. I just got here.
So far, it's a 50-50 matchup. Mendez has a little bit of trouble finding the range. Millender's not really landing much. He seems to a little bit of feeling out process. Mendez gets the fight to the ground. On the back and softening Millender up with big right hands.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was Eddie's whole game plan would have been to cut the distance and get him down, because Curtis has such a reach for that weight class.
Now Eddie Mendez coming down from 185. Do you think 170, the welterweight division, this is where he should be all the time?
Definitely. I mean, he was he has a lot of muscle on him, but he made the cut very easy. I talked to his coaching, and they said he made the cut very easily. And if he could make the weight, not have any trouble, why not? Get some sort of an advantage.
Millender back to his feet now, but stuck in a little bit of a body lock here. What a size difference. I mean, Eddie Mendez's hips are pretty much at Millender's knee length. A little bit of a hip bump to try to get away from Millender, but he can't get this sponge off him.
Yeah, Eddie just has to keep on. I mean, there you go, that reach again, that size. Anybody else, you could have put him on their ass, but Curtis is so tall, he just uses legs to just basically balance himself and stand up. I think Eddie has to win the fight here. It's going to be tough for him to cut that range when they're striking. Curtis is so long and rangy. But, it's a great game plan by Eddie right now.
Hammer fist from Eddie, finds a home. Curtis rolls free and gets back on top. Back to his feet. Great maneuver by Curtis Millender. A little bit of a guillotine there for Curtis Millender, but Eddie Mendez's neck is not even close to in trouble. He breaks free, and we are back to a standing fight. This is where Curtis Millender wants to keep it. A little bit of bravado from Courteous Curtis. Now, George, let me ask you this. As the fight wears on, who do you think has the advantage as far as gas tank is concerned?
I've seen Eddie. Eddie's actually fought for me twice, and he's gone the distance twice with very, very tough opposition. One of them being Fernando Gonzalez from Bellator. So, I mean, Eddie actually won that fight at Strikeforce, and he showed really good gas tank. I think coming down the weight, it might affect him, but it doesn't seem so for now. I mean, Courteous is always a gamer, so I don't know. I can't really answer that question.
Eddie's pace seems to have slowed a little bit in the first round. 10 seconds left. Ooh, nice left hand from Curtis, or right hand rather, and a nice right hand from Eddie as well. And the round comes to a close. Close first round.
It was a close round. I think Curtis had the first minute and a half, but I think Eddie with those 2 takedowns and a lot of, he had some effective ground and pound when he had the back. So I think Eddie might have stolen that round, with those takedowns and those strikes.
I have to agree with you, and it's not just because you're paying the checks, buddy. Eddie Mendez on my card had that round, but Curtis came on strong towards the end of the round. And Eddie seems to be breathing pretty heavy on his chair there. Curtis seems pretty calm, cool, and collected. We'll see if that comes into play later on in the second frame here. But so far, it's a pretty good main event. You think this one's going to go to the decision, or you think this one's going to come to a close early?
You know what? Honestly, they're pacing themselves, but I mean, you saw those bombs. Any one of those hits flush, I could see, a night-night.
All right, referee Mike Bell has to see some mouthpieces, and we are back, ready to go. Round 2 should be coming to a start any second here. Round 2 is brought to you by our sponsors over at 911taxrelief.com. Make sure you check them out if you have any of your IRS problems. Get that monkey off your back, 911taxrelief.com. Ooh, nice exchange in the center of the cage. I think Eddie Mendez got the best of that one. Curtis flicks a couple jabs, but Eddie gives a little bit back saying, I like your style, but how about this move? Ooh, Curtis flares out a nice right hand.
Eddie has to go for a takedown. I think Curtis could pick him apart from the range. Eddie's reach is just not enough.
When I was talking to Courteous before the fight yesterday, I asked him how this fight's going to go. He said 3,000 jabs and a 3-round decision.
I think he's 1,500 jabs in already.
Yeah, I think I should have took the over on that one.
I definitely would have taken the over.
Some more jabs for Curtis Millender land.
Oh, good inside leg kick by Eddie. He should capitalize on that because Curtis leaves his leg out there for him to get that leg.
Yeah, and he throws that. He throws that leg out every time he throws the jab. And if Eddie starts popping that leg kick, it'll definitely soften up that jab hand as well.
He could actually time that jab and go for an easy takedown because Curtis leaves his feet when he throws that jab. He's really up in the air. So if Eddie times it, he could get a good double leg going.
I've noticed Curtis throws a couple different jabs. He throws that little flicker jab, and then he throws that power jab that he just threw to the body there. Ooh, kick to the groin there. Eddie Mendez shows a sign of good sportsmanship. The referee didn't see it. Touch of the gloves and we're underway. Eddie could have poured it on there, but he didn't.
Even when Curtis is throwing his hands out there, it's hard for Eddie to get through that reach.
Even when Curtis keeps his hands low, Eddie has a hard time reaching him. Oh, he touched him there.
He touched him with his own jabs. Curtis is going to come on with the overhand right in a couple of seconds here.
Ooh, nice right hand from Millender, touches the mark. Millender again using that straight right hand to go to the body. Perhaps he sees something. Oblique kick to the lead leg of Mendez. Trying to hyperextend that lead knee, perhaps. Spinning back fist by Millender.
He cracked him. Got him right on the chin too. You see Eddie
doing a little dance. So far, round 2, all Millender. But Eddie's pushing forward. He's definitely pushing the pace.
Eddie's pushing the pace, but I just don't know why he's not going for a takedown. It worked so well for him in the first round.
Ooh, nice jab again. Effective jab by Curtis Millender. Circling to his right and firing that jab. Ooh, nice combination by Mendez, finds a home. Perhaps Mendez is timing that circling of Millender.
Maybe Eddie's trying to make him tired by making him go backwards, but it doesn't look like Curtis is, gassing it all.
His tank seems full. Nice deep leg kick for Curtis Millender. Buckles Eddie Mendez. But Mendez still plodding forward, dropping his hands.
There's that jab again. It makes it very hard to go for a takedown because he times that. He goes up and down. He goes to the body. So if you try to go for a takedown, you're going to eat his. There it is. Going for the takedown.
Excellent job by Millender getting off the cage. And now it's Millender pressing Mendez up against the cage.
Definitely, that was Curtis Millender's round.
Excellent round by Curtis Millender. Round 2 comes to a close. Much more assertive round for Curtis Millender in that one. Depending on how the first round was scored, we could be going into round 3 2-0. We could be going into round 3 1-1.
I think I have the fight at 1-1. Eddie edged out round 1 with controlling the takedowns and getting some ground and pound. And definitely Curtis. You can't see Curtis losing this round 2. He controlled the octagon, used that jab, used those right hands, front kicks. So if anybody sees that round 2 going Eddie Mendez, then I have a really good eye doctor.
I agree. My scorecard, 1 round apiece. This will be the decisive round on our scorecard. Put your hands together at home if you are watching, so everybody in the other room can think you are crazy. Eddie Mendez and Curtis Millender, the third and final round. Here we go. Crowd chanting Eddie Mendez's name. Curtis spins but misses. Both fighters get a smile out of that. Those oblique kicks are really starting to take a toll on Eddie. They're shortening up his stance. Taking much smaller steps now. as he leaps forward.
Oh, Floyd Mayweather's here.
Perhaps Millender sensing a 2-round lead on his bicycle early here. Mendez with a little bit more urgency here early in the 3rd round. Wonder what his corner told him. Ooh, nice veteran move there by Mendez, slapping the hand away before delivering the leg kick. Ooh, straight right hand by Millender. Caught Mendez as he was trying to come in. Curtis Millender reminiscent of Apollo Creed with his red, white, and blue shorts. Eddie Mendez donning the all black. Ooh, you know, it's just the reach of Millender that's just coming into play. Mendez just cannot seem to touch him. Now, both of these fighters have been on the national stage before. Curtis Millender in Bellator, Eddie Mendez, former UFC fighter. How long do you think until both of these fighters are back there?
I mean, you know, a fight like this with, you know, where both guys sharing the national spotlight, you know, with I mean, Eddie has won at Strikeforce. He's had a stint in the UFC, and Curtis had 2 fights in a row at Bellator. So I mean, a fight like this versus a good opponent, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if either one of them gets a call from the Big Show.
Yeah, neither fighter, you know, win or lose, I don't see either one of these guys losing much stock tonight.
No. I mean, if you lose, you lost to a guy that's been at the Big Show, but you don't want to lose. You know, you just it's still a step back when you look at it. Eddie is pushing the action, but I like the way Curtis is countering. He has good hands. I like the shoulder rolls, the right hands.
You know, it's like what you said earlier, though. It all depends on what the judges are seeing, though.
Yeah, you got judges that like to see a guy push the pace, and then you got judges that just like a guy to land more punches. And Eddie eats a good right hand right there.
Eddie threw 3 punches there, but Curtis was the only one that landed. Depends on what you see.
Yeah, I mean, you know. And the thing with the judges is like they all have different vantage points. You know, they have one judge is looking at Eddie from the back where his hands are moving and doesn't see Curtis land the right hand. Where on the other side you see a judge seeing Eddie miss all 3 punches and Curtis getting that one shot. So it's all different. You know, that's why it's sometimes when you see the judges give their opinions, everybody's booing. You can't blame them because it's like they don't have instant replay. They don't have a television monitor with 6 views in front of them.
Absolutely, yeah. This isn't the NFL. You don't get the advantage of instant replay.
I think Eddie should just keep on pushing, a couple of punches, have Curtis miss and go for a takedown. I think a takedown would steal this round right here.
Eddie has stopped moving forward, and now he is just simply circling.
Yeah, he's kind of following Curtis around the cage instead of cutting the cage off.
Absolutely, he's not angling away like you're saying. He's not cutting the cage off. He's just following him.
And I think Curtis might have gotten dizzy by doing all that stuff. Feints. Feints are going to work because you feint, your opponent freezes, and you do whatever you want to do. And Eddie just started doing that with 10 seconds left in the fight.
Now, could this be an example of Curtis's length just getting into his head?
It is, but feint. If you feint, it's going to give your opponent, give yourself a lot of advantage over your opponent. Then, if he's throwing a jab, if you feint, his jab is going to stop. Then you start working yourself. I think we had a great fight. I see Curtis Millender with a 2-1. It's going to go 29-28 in my opinion. But like I said, the judges all have different vantage points. And but if they get Eddie Mendez to win, it wouldn't surprise me.
I see it exactly the same way. Thank you, George Basmajian, for joining us here in the fight booth. Thank you joining us at home. This is Fight Night 4 at the Sportsman's Lodge. I am Jonathan King. Thank you guys up in the booth, R and Ian, for making it all possible. Thank you to our sponsors at Avati Auto Group, your car guide. Thank you Pain 3 at Pain Away. Everybody at Bash Entertainment. Thank you guys so much at 911taxrelief.com. And everybody at theclinchreport.com. I'm Jonathan King, signing off. We will talk to you next time. Fight Night 5. Stay tuned.
After 3 rounds, Judge 1 scores about 29-28. Judge 2 sees it 30-27. And Judge 3 has it 29-28. All in favor for the winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner,
I had a hard time getting into that guy's range, man.
Real tough. Knowing him, he's bouncing out a lot better. It's been a real tough year for me. I haven't even slept a good day in all the year. And I'm just grateful for all the people that put up for me, Kurt, for taking this fight. Everyone that just showed support last year.
Now touch on that. You usually fight. Your home's been at 185, now you're down at 170. Is this where we're going to see you welterweight?
This is it. This is it. I've been working for a long time. And I was able to make it down here. And got my first hand in over a year, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Now I'm sure you got a lot of friends and family that supported you through this. Who do you got to thank? Who do you got to shout out to? Where are you guys? I don't think we can hear you.
My people, that was the champions, my Machados, all my people from Tarzana, my people from Long Beach, my boy Sean Julian. I couldn't have done it with any one of those people, but without God, I wouldn't even be here.
So what's next for you, man?
I'm trying to make a quick turnaround and make this 170 weight class official and just work my way back into the ranks.
No more donuts, brother. No more donuts.
Tacos, no more tacos.
Maybe one tonight. Bernie, you can get them one tonight. All right, put your hands together. Welcome to 170 pounds. Your main event winner of Fight Night 4, Eddie Mendez. Good job, Eddie.
well, fight fans, on behalf of Lights Out Promotions and Bash Entertainment, I want to thank you for joining us here tonight at the Sportsman's Lodge for Fight Night 4. We'll look forward to seeing you in Fight Night 5. Again, the after party is right here at the River Rock. We want to thank the sanctioning body of Camo and all its representatives, and a big thank you to all the hardworking members of CSAC for keeping it safe and clean and organized for our fighters. Hey, we want to give a shout out, a happy birthday to our camera operator, Rocky. Happy birthday, Rocky. Hey, everybody, until next time, I'm Chris Gregory. Good night.
Yeah.